And yes. Yes.
Hi there. My name is Urshka.
And I'm Francisca.
And we're in Brussels.
And we're presenting our project, Flavour
About compassion. So we are tackling this big topic about the compassion, and so we're discovering with people what compassion means to them, like on individual level, on cultural level. Why is it important? Globally, why is it important for them? And yeah. So and you might wonder how it relates to food.
So, why food? We were like asking ourselves that a lot. Mostly because I'm kind of a weirdo foodie and I do food design. And the great thing about food and compassion is food is something that is multi-sensory. It's your sense of smell, touch, sight. It's stuff that you can grasp, because like compassion feels something that most of the time you don't know what it is. It means something else for everyone, and food is something you can interact with. So we wanted to work on a topic that is difficult with something that you can touch and that can be playful, that can be delicious, and even if it means that it's a notion of bittersweet. So food connects to identity, to rituals, and to culture. It has like so many different applications, and this is why we decided for the notion of flavor, because we want to explore compassion in a very multisensory way.
So basically, so you also may wonder how it relates to Bauhaus and their issues about sustainability. So, like Siska said, it's about actually how we consume, and so we go into how we relate to food, how we consume, so what it means to us, how we design our rituals. So we are looking at the smaller level, like I already mentioned, and so.
So we also practice self-compassion when we get stuck in our videos, like brain freeze.
Yeah.
We just like tell you why we're here in the first place. New European Bauhaus. Some of you might know it, some don't. You could describe it as Bauhaus evolved as a school of life, realizing that you have to cover your existential needs, shelter, food, the way you build your spaces, it matters. It comes a bit more from architecture and design, and for us it represents realizing we can design and our practices on how we interact with each other. That is and realizing that if we go into daily experiences, that's also something that we can apply, we can reflect on, we can play around with it. And as it comes to the buzzword European, it's one major aha moment is when we realize compassion might sound uplifting and passionate in English, but in other languages, what does it mean? In German, it has kind of a bitter aftertaste. So we realized we want to go into what does food even mean in language, for example. Exploring with us in a format like Eat Your Words, how does food reflect in your language? It can be funny idioms. Should we name an example, for example? Something simple as bread. In Austria, there's the saying of like someone is like dumb as bread. It's weird because it makes something that is staple foods and so important historically quite negative. And I realized in Italian and French language, for example, bread is something that has high importance, it's something precious. So I think it's important to talk about language barriers, about what things mean to us in our very own culture. And we even like have put these aspects down on our table you will find all kind of languages. That's our exploration.